So I have a fun story for you all about how I basically saw really poor customer service from 4 places in a row. Okay, so we're going to start off with, I went to a Rite Aid and stuff like that, right? Went to a Rite Aid, and I go there, and I'm looking for one of those little tape cassette things, like, tape cassettes that you put in your car so that you can connect it to your MP3 player and so forth, and then listen to your music when you're driving and stuff like that. So mine had been broken. It was like a cheapy stuff, whatever else. So I go in there, I look all around for it, I can't find it. I asked the first person there, no idea what this thing even is or where it's at. So I'm like, okay. So I go up to the front. I don't know why I even have these in my ears. I'm not even listening to anything. So I go up to the front, and I ask the cashier, same idea. No idea what this thing even is. No idea where it's at. I'm just like, okay. So I just buy, just like some paper plates or whatever else and stuff like that, and I leave. So I go a few shops over, and there's a smoothie place. And the smoothie place has a big glowing sign saying open, right? It says open, and so you think, oh, hey, because it says open, maybe the place is open. So you go in, and I'm looking at the list of smoothies they have, and I'm like, oh, okay, I wonder what I want, and this guy is just sitting, like, standing there, just, like, taking out the trash and, like, cleaning a smoothie, juicer thing or whatever else for, like, 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm just standing there, looking, and I'm ready, and so I turn to him, like, I know what I want, and then he says, oh, we've been closed for, like, half an hour. And I'm like, okay. And some other woman had walked in too, and she was just as dumbfounded. We'd just been, looking there, like the menu and stuff like that. And I go out, and the sign still says open. I'm just like, so then I go to a grocery store nearby, and I get a smoothie there. Everything's working fine there. Smoothie's fine, except when I go up to the cash register, the woman working there is just standing there, just like, just chatting it up with some friends. She's just basically talking to, like, this family, and I'm just, like, standing there, like, and finally some other person on the other, cashier is like, oh, I can take you over here, and I'm just like, okay. And when I left, they were still talking to them, and I'm just like, so then I go over to Smash Burger, and I normally love Smash Burger. It's got really good food and stuff like that, and I know this is just like an anomaly, but this just really topped it off. So I order, first of all, the computers there like broke, so I wait like 10-15 minutes while they fix that, and the person in front of me is ordering their food and stuff like that, and they're done. He leaves and whatever else. So I order my food, and I'm waiting there, and it takes like 5 minutes for my food to get done, which is really fast for Smash Burger, like very unusually fast. I didn't think of this at the time because I'm an idiot, and so I get it, and I got these smash fries, which if you haven't had them are just friggin' amazing. They're like basically these fries with like this oil and stuff like that on them, and they're really, really good and stuff like that. And so I go and I'm driving home, and I'm eating the fries, and they're not smash fries, and I'm thinking, well, maybe they just didn't put enough on it, because like I can smell the herbs and stuff like that they usually do on it. Maybe they just didn't do it. I'm like, whatever, at least I still got the burger. So I get home, I open up the bag, and I ordered like a chicken sandwich with like lettuce and tomato and all this other stuff. They gave me a hamburger with a bunch of onions and cheese, and that's it. And the reason this makes me so irate is because this was a 25+ minute drive for me, one way, to get to this thing, okay? It's really far down there. Like, it's just a straight, I can't go on the freeway to get to this place because it's not anywhere close to the freeway. So it's like 25-minute drive straight, And I'm just like, when you order food, okay, the reason you pay a premium for food in restaurants isn't even so much the quality of the food as it is the time that you have to spend getting this food. Making like a good meal at home is going to take you like half an hour to 45 minutes at least. Going to somewhere and paying double the price that meal would take you to get it done in 5 to 10 minutes is where the money comes in. That's why you pay the extra amount. That's why they call it fast food. Now, I know Smash Burger is a little bit higher up on the chain than fast food, but all the same, it's like, I just spent all this time driving there. I just paid this money to get this food, and I go all the way back, and now I'm just done. And it's like, and all 4 cases, what it was basically employee incompetence. And it drives me insane because in the world we are in today, where jobs are so scarce and it's so hard to find a paying job, that people just don't give two fucks about their job. Now, the Smashburger one, I'll say that wasn't entirely incompetence. That was like, you know, computer error too. But all the same, the woman just chatting it up with her friends, the people who have no idea what the fuck's in their store, the guy who's just sitting there washing a fucking smoothie maker while people are standing there just wasting their time while the store's closed and you don't even go over there and yank the chain to say you're closed. Like, why do you even have your jobs? Why? Like, there are people who would fight tooth and nail, who would bleed to have jobs that would pay the minimum wage so they could prevent themselves from being homeless. And then you get people like this that just don't give a shit. And it just blows my fucking mind. It's like, why? If you really don't give a shit about your job, please let somebody else who is desperate for that money get that job. All right? It just blows my fucking mind. But anyways, it's like, it's also irritating too because I almost never eat out, and it's like, this is the one day a week or so that I allow myself to get stuff out, and then this whole fuckery happens. So it's like, you know. The only positive of this is that the smoothie was actually really good. So, you know. So, that's about it. Now, I'll say on the manager's part, they did say they would give me the meal I'd ordered, but of course I'm going to have to drive another like 25 plus minutes to go get it, and then another 25 plus minutes back. So, you know, there goes basically half my night. That's like, you know, almost 2 hours of time spent getting a goddamn meal. It's like ridiculous. So, you know. Oh, and I got my hair cut and I shaved.